So I wanted to give some advice on how to get involved in the real estate business without any money. If you have no capital, how do you become an investor? And the best way to do it is typically in a real estate deal or really any business deal, there's an active partner, so there's somebody that goes out and finds the opportunity, and then there's passive capital. And there's a lot more capital out there, people that have money sitting on the sidelines that they want to invest. There's a lot more of that out there than there is people that can go out and find good deals, that can identify opportunities. So when I was first getting started, I was lucky enough I was able to borrow 100%. That was crazy. That was in the early 2000s. That doesn't exist now. So now, if I was a young guy, I would be going out and finding opportunities and bringing them to investors that are sitting on capital looking for good opportunities to invest in. I get sent stuff all the time on Instagram, Mr. Carroll, look at this, look at that. An investment that makes sense for me is not necessarily going to be something that somebody new is going to find. I think a good place to start is with smaller deals. So buy a home that is undervalued, or that you can enhance the value by doing repairs, things like that, and maybe it needs a $300,000 investment. Well, for a big investor, a $300,000 investment is not worth the time that it requires to underwrite it and screw with it. But for maybe somebody's uncle that's a doctor or has a good job, things like that, maybe a young person, you take that opportunity to them, and that's perfect size. And so it's really identifying opportunities and knowing that you're going to be able to find the capital. If it's a good enough opportunity, you'll find the capital. And it's also identifying opportunities and matching them with capital sources that it makes sense for. Again, going back to that example, that doctor that may be able to invest $300,000, if you bring him a $200 million opportunity, he's not going to be able to do anything for you. So remember, when you find a deal, bring it to the right capital source. Same with a lender. Most lenders up here in New York are not going to look at a $300,000 investment, but the bank down the street in your town might be all over it. So it's really identifying the right types of opportunities for the right types of capital sources.